the United States tomorrow if China cut us off from trade with them today. It'd be pretty rough, right? Yeah, take a look around your house and ask yourself honestly, how much of this stuff was made in the United States? Whether you like it or not, we live in a world that relies on international trade. When people don't have access to global trade, it can actually be quite disruptive to not only their economy, but also their day-to-day lives. Today, the United States doesn't just go to war. We employ something called hybrid warfare, which is a variety of different strategies implemented to kill people, yes, in countries that are our political enemies. And forms of economic warfare like sanctions, embargoes, total blockades are remarkably effective. Studies have found that UN sanctions will take a year and a half off the total life expectancy of average everyday people in the country being targeted. And it's not just the UN. US sanctions alone can take half a year off of their life expectancy. And as if that wasn't bad enough, when the United States says we're not going to trade with another country, we often use that to apply political pressure to our ally countries so they don't trade with them either. We say, hey, if you want to continue to do business with us, you can't do business with those guys over there. And we make our trade restriction laws unnecessarily complicated, saying, for example, anything with even 10% of the good or service coming from the United States cannot go to that country. 10% is such a small number. Who can keep track of that? How would you even quantify it? And that alone discourages many countries from doing any trade with our political enemies whatsoever. What if they upset the United States by accidentally trading a box of crayons that has a single blade in the sharpener that was made somewhere in Illinois? Now, in the United States, our political enemies tend to be socialist. How dare they not open their doors to American Western business? And we love to hit them with these absolutely ridiculous blockades economically, then point and laugh when their economies fail and their people die. But the ultimate irony is that our economy usually could not function without imports from these very same socialist nations. If capitalism works so well, why does it require socialist oil to function? Or socialist production facilities? And that is the United States, which is geographically a gigantic landmass. We experience biodiversity, which means we can grow a wide range of different crops here. We have access to a number of different rare earth minerals and other materials and resources we need to make society function, generally speaking. Imagine your country is a tiny island nation with hardly any biodiversity for food growth, with limited access to the resources you need to make society function. A global blockade would drive you into a near primitivist state. If socialism is really so horrible, why doesn't the United States just let these countries fail on their own? And why do we seem so reliant on importing trade from these socialist countries ourselves? It really makes you think, huh? It's almost like the whole government is lying to us all the time about everything.